Greetings, geeks, and welcome to Wizards, the podcast guide to comics YouTube series. I'm Michael.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Steven.
And this is Longbox Roulette. All right, guys. So here we are again, and we're going to dive into our many boxes of comics and see what we've got. Who would like to go first? Nobody. Nobody volunteered. Okay, Adam, dive right in. Which side are you going, left or right?
Well, that's the thing. So this time around, I pulled out my kind of rando boxes. I got my Marvel box, I got my DC box, and I also have many boxes that are assorted different companies and titles. So we'll see what we find here as we reach into the box, because you never know what's going to come up. So, okay, well, we wanted random. We're getting random.
Oh, boy.
Gentlemen, from the 80s, Battle Beasts, the comic book.
Yes.
Wasn't that a cartoon show also?
It was not, unfortunately. Then we had G.I. Joe 3D on the back, but Battle Beasts was a spin-off in Japan of Transformers.
Okay.
That's the weird, trivia fact about them. But in the States, we got them as their own separate thing. But it's why they had their little insignias that you could, rub and see what they were, the Decepticons and Autobots with Transformers, and they had their different wood and fire and water, all the elements and stuff. So this is a really interesting comic because it's all black and white on the inside.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
So so it's kind of like an indie book. This actually came out from Blackthorn Publishing. And I have quite a few Blackthorn books. They were mainly, like you see here, into 3D.
Okay.
So that was kind of their things they would release. They even have Transformers and how to draw G.I. Joe books. So they were very much a gimmick company publisher in the 80s, and then occasionally they would just do stuff like this, but it was always licensed for the most part. I don't recall any Blackthorn originals, but maybe I just wasn't digging hard enough into the back issue vids. But yeah, so anyway, this is pretty cool actually. I enjoyed the Battle Beast comic.
What number is that? Is that number 1, or is it
it's the collector's item first issue, Michael?
Oh. Hey now. Well, alrighty.
My brother was a Battle Beast one year for Halloween.
Was he?
The Halloween costume? Yeah.
Really?
Cool.
It was one of those things where it was a last minute trip to the store, and that was the only thing left on Halloween day. And he was a Battle Beast.
I mean, I didn't even know it existed as a Halloween costume. I thought you were saying he made it out of cardboard or something.
No, it was like the old Ben Cooper style plastic mask, garbage bag costume.
I'll look those up now. I want to
look them up.
That's pretty funny. All right, Steven, you want to go next?
I will dig in.
All right.
Okay. This seems to be a theme. Marvel Milestone, X-Men #1.
Ooh, that's cool.
I got this for a birthday party one year. I'm going to say 10th or 11th birthday party from my aunt. And yeah, this is one of those classic Marvel reprints. And it's even got the old advertisements in it.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So
I like that cover, too. That little shiny cover is nice.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yeah.
Nice.
Marvel Miles. I have a couple of these, different Marvel Milestones. But yeah, it's got the first issue of X-Men.
Oh, wow.
So
that's cool.
What's interesting, Steven, is I've seen Marvel Milestone referenced in Wizard in some of my research, and I thought they just misprinted Marvel Masterpieces. I didn't realize there was a Milestone line of those important books they reprinted.
Yeah. There's quite a few of them. I know I have the Incredible Hulk #1 in here somewhere. So this is X-Men. So last week I pulled an X-Men book. This week I pulled an X-Men book.
All right, Michael, what do you got?
What do I got? What do I have? Let's find out. Okay. So I am going to pull.
Yeah. I have a Capwolf issue somewhere, but yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I have.
I feel like I remember this.
They made a bunch of action figure lines of this. It pops up every once in a while, like in multiverse stories. but I guess they I forget how they do it. They mutated him or they injected him with werewolf serum of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, it was in continuity. He literally, Mark Grunwald wrote a story where he turns into a werewolf. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I forgot I had this. This is cool. I didn't realize I had this edition. Wow, this is cool. I might have to reread this now. This is fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
thumbs
that
up.
looks awesome.
This is a good pull. I'm glad I pulled this. Nice. All right.
I
Okay.
dig it.
Adam, what do you got next?
All right, going to the other rando box here. We'll see what we find. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, well, this is one that Steven is going to enjoy. This is something where I got just like a random pack of comics. Every once in a while I'll go on eBay and buy like a mystery lot or whatever, right? Just to see what I find. And so this was included in that. It is an issue of the Fantastic Four.
Oh.
Pretty intense cover there.
That's a cool cover. I've seen that cover before.
Yeah,
issue was that?
likewise.
I mean, then you see who the villain is. I have a couple issues with this guy. I'm trying to, what is his name again? Because he's Diablo.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of always a stupid villain to me because he's like the master of alchemy or something. Like he mixes things and then he creates problems.
Yeah, I only know him most recently from the Contest of Champions game. My son and I were playing it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's in that.
Featured in there? Okay.
Yes.
But this is a John Byrne issue, and check out Invisible Woman's hairstyle there. Can you see that? That's you always like to give her a new look, and I think that's kind of a weird one. It's like it's short, but then it's like all flipped to the side. Like seems like it'd be very current now with the girls with like the shaved half head and then they have the flip.
Yeah.
You're a guru of fashion there, Adam.
You know me. That's what the kids are doing these days.
You're a stylista, as they say. All right, Steven, what do you have?
All right.
Next?
I'm gonna do a nice pull in here. Let's see what we got. This is a cover.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
One of
a
the-
good one.
My ring light's doing some stuff here, but yeah, from the 0 Hour line, this is Green Lantern 55.
Is that a revamped Alan Scott then?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so when Kyle Rayner became the new Green Lantern, they kept bringing in the old school guys. Like he had an issue with John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and this was the Alan Scott one. And if I remember, I had a few copies of this because I would buy like the multi-packs from Toys R Us.
Huh.
And I would get a bunch of different ones. But yeah, there's some great, art from this.
Oh,
whole
wow.
storyline.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
And I swear there's a cool ad in here that I'm trying to find. Oh, Stridex. Of course, we needed that as comic book fans. But yeah, really cool issue. This is the Ron Mars and Daryl Banks line. Oh my God, look at this one.
There it is. See it, Michael?
It's coming, viewers. It's coming, baby. We're gonna
So
talk
yes, we've got a lot to be excited for with this issue,
about it.
namely
Blank Man.
Blank Man. But yeah, this was my favorite story at the time. Was this
0 Hour?
well, specifically the Emerald Twilight, and then the
Emerald Twilight is good.
the birth of Kyle Rayner as the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my favorite Green Lantern.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. Let's see. What am I gonna get here? I don't know. I'm gonna try to go. Oh, I pulled that one before.
you have a similar method of picking your comics, clearly.
I keep pulling the same ones I've pulled in the past. All right. Oh. Have I ever shown you that I had this one before?
No. Oh, okay. Now this is cool because I've heard about these and yet I didn't like buy them back in the day, but that is the birth of the Gimmick cover, so they say. Like as far as history is concerned, like that was in effect what started off the whole people want to buy multiple covers, multiple variants, because that's the blue cover, but there was yellow and like pink and like they made it with multiple colors. It was exactly the same, but the background was different.
Yeah.
And that's what people were buying. They had to have the full set. And from there, it just kind of snowballed.
I know I had this one. I think I had one other cover at one point, but I don't seem to have it anymore. But this was an interesting kind of story. It's just kind of like sort of tells like some sort of early origin of like a bat type of thing. There's very little Batman actually in this book. It's more like a mythology kind of a thing, and sort of like a retelling of a sort of origin of how he chooses the bat symbol kind of thing.
Ah,
But it's cool.
really cool.
Yeah, this is definitely. That's right. This did have I had a couple different covers. Yeah, it's a weird story. It's very like almost voodoo-ish in points, or like demonic in certain aspects of it. So, anyway, anything else that Adam you want to announce or share or make people aware of that's coming up?
Well, I'll just say, we have a preview episode that if you haven't checked it out yet, for the 90s Super Cinema series that is part of Wizards, the Patreon Guide to Comics, which is hosted by Steven and Michael. I'll be hopping in every once in a while, but they are covering Batman from 1989, the Tim Burton film. 2.5 hours of discussion of detail from two super fans, and maybe some controversy in there. Did we like it? Did we not like it at the time? Had to grow to like it. There's a whole discussion going on. So that's just a little tease we wanted to give you as we jump into the 90s proper. Steven, do you want to remind them how that series is going to run each month?
Yeah, so it's going to be up to our listeners to decide what movies we cover. So month to month, we'll be covering another movie from a specific year. So the next year will be 1990, 1991, so on and so forth. We're going to give you 3 choices from each year to decide what movie we're going to review. The first episode is going to be 1990, and your choices are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Captain America, or The Death of the Incredible Hulk.
And where can they find that quiz to pick it, Adam?
You'll be able to hop onto Twitter. We'll have a poll, and you can vote in the poll. Now, remember, the only way to access these reviews, though, is going to be by becoming a Patreon member. So by jumping in there, you have to be in the $5 level, which is one of Crystal's cronies. Who doesn't want to be a friend of Crystal, right? And so if you get in there, you'll be able to enjoy that each month. You'll have access to those reviews, in addition to a lot of other perks. So we invite you to go over to patreon.com/wizardscomics, just like everywhere else that you find us, and you can get all the details. Put your money in, be a part of it. It's going to be a very, very fun series. Like I said, I'm not a part of every episode, so I'm looking forward to it personally. But in the meantime, like we say, you know where to get a hold of us and where to get those details. Find us on Twitter @Wizards Comics, on Instagram @Wizards_Comics. If you're not subscribed yet to the YouTube channel here, make sure you're subscribed. If this is your first time finding us, hey, thanks for checking it out. And until next time, keep your books bagged and boarded.